Ooh, all right. Ring of Honor Final Battle 2022 here. We started off with Roosh. I did not see the pre-show. I actually forgot. So we're just gonna go right to the show. I'll catch it later. Roosh and fucking I don't even know how to pronounce this. Galitico or whatever the fuck. Versus AR Fox and Blake Christian. Big AR Fox fan. AR and Roosh get right into a big strike exchange. Then Roosh kills him with a rolling elbow. Uh, Blake tags in. Roosh murders them with a rolling elbow in 2 seconds. Throws them 6 times into the barricade. I'm like, yo, I love Roosh. He just beats the shit out of people, man. And then he chokes out Christian with the wire. And then AR gets powerbombed on the steel steps by freaking Qualitico or whatever the fuck. AR with a hot tag, cool flying kick, hot shot combo on both men. AR with 2 dead man dives, a springboard shooting star press on the outside by Qualitico. Blake Christian with a Canadian Destroyer DDT, 450 by AR Fox, and the ref fucks up the call and they get the win. You can tell they weren't supposed to because AR Fox legit goes, what the fuck? So then Roosh just loses his fucking mind. He actually got shoot suspended for putting his hands on the ref. But yeah, he just kills both men, takes the chairs to him, and beats the shit out of him. Jesus Christ. I was like, this is not hope to come for the pay-per-view, but I was like, this is a bad sign. Athena versus Mercedes Martinez for the Ring of Honor Women's title, and I am not going to lie to you, Athena's recent work of her beating the shit out of jobbers and just aggression has been my favorite thing. Like, I love Ember Moon, but I really have been digging the shit beating she's been doing. I love her theme. I love her whole gimmick right now. It's fucking awesome. So I wanted her to win this real bad, and she ended up doing it. So that was awesome because I want to see more of this. Ring of Honor Women's title on the line. Big strikes to start it off. Athena with a bunch of backflips to just do a bitch smack, which I thought was hilarious. With a spine buster by Mercedes into a regal stretch trying to tap out Athena. Athena with a running a Liger bomb for a near fall. Mercedes fights back with some strikes, locks in, and then hits a brain buster. Dropping swinging neck breaker on the floor by Mercedes, which looked clean as fuck. Athena with a twist slam into double knees to the face, the O face, and we are done here. New champion, well deserved. Mercedes Martinez didn't really do much with the title, sadly. I think this is her first official title defense on pay-per-view. But I feel like on the roll Athena's in right now, you just want to do it, man. Shane Taylor and JD Griffey versus Swerve in Our Glory. Lee is pretty much doing this by himself here. We got a big moonsault by Lee. Grizzly Magnums all around into a house call kick. Lee hits Swerve by mistake, and this is where we start having problems. Rikishi driver by Shane Taylor, and Lee kicks out. That was so impressive how he actually got him up there. Swerve ends up walking out on Lee just like Lee did on him. BBC by Lee on Griff for the win, and basically Keith Lee was able to beat both men by himself, which I did not like that. I really thought Shane Taylor should have won. Shane Taylor is a very underrated talent, and Shane Taylor Productions and all that stuff is really cool shit. Dalton Castle and the boys versus the Gates of Agony and Brian Cage. 6-man ROH tag team titles on the line. Dalton and the boys running around, getting hyped up. Cage is curling the boys. Cage with a superplex off the apron to one of the boys that he looked like he murdered him. Dalton deadlifts German to Big Toa. And then he hits T-bones on everybody, and then he tosses the boys around at all the guys. Toa is having a hard time hitting a double Samoan drop. He is stumbling. I understand that's fucking crazy to lift 2 men at the same time, but he is having a hard time, and then he finally ends up doing it. We get a nasty Alabama slam into the tornado claw, into the drill claw to the boys. Dalton with a reverse sling blade. Prince Nana ends up distracting Dalton, and new champs after a triple team power bomb. And yeah, I wish the Dalton and the boys could have kept it, but I'm glad Brian Cage has a title. So, Garcia versus Daniel Garcia versus Wheeler Yuta. I'm sorry, Wheeler Yuta does nothing for me, dude. Like, congratulations, you're, a, I guess, a decent wrestler. That's all this guy's got. Like, he's got the fucking charisma of a dead rabbit. Oh my god. And I hate that Garcia keeps getting put with this guy, because Garcia is everything he is, but better. Because Garcia can do the better wrestling, and he's actually got charisma. He's just so fucking boring. I'm sorry, man. Like, even the fact that this man is in a group with Cesaro, fucking Moxley, and Daniel Bryan, and Regal, and then you put Wheeler Yuta in there. Oh my god. Both guys gets warning for using the closed fist right away. Fucking Yuta is using all the rope breaks early. Garcia with a nasty curve stomp and crosses the legs and everything. Garcia then locks in the Dragon Slayer. Yuta uses all the rope breaks, so he can't do nothing about it. We get a big slap fight. Scoop slam brainbuster by Yuta. Angle slam by Yuta. Garcia with a spike pile driver for a near fall. Yuta with a double leg lock tombstone. Yuta wins by a million Bryans and Daniel Bryan elbows. He wins back the pure title. Why? I don't understand why they cut Garcia's hype. That shit he was doing with fucking Bryan Danielson and joining his side and people chanting, "You're a wrestler," all of that to just put him back in the JAS, and he's basically a background player again. You had a fucking star in your hand, the performance he had with Bryan, to just put him back feuding with Yuta, and he loses the pure title. Like, what the fuck? Here's obviously the best match of the show, and the reason to watch this pay-per-view. FTR versus the Briscoe Bros, Ring of Honor Tag Team titles, double dog collar match. Shit's going crazy already. Mark Briscoe's already busted open. Dax and Jay are fighting it out in the crowd. Mark with a dive off the stage to Cash Wheeler. Fucking redneck kung fu by Mark Briscoe. Fucking Jay is killing Dax with some crazy head punches. Like, you know how head punches, you could tell. Like, you know they're not really trying to hit him. Fucking Jay Briscoe does not give a single fuck. This dude is legit fucking beating the shit out of this dude. I'm just like, oh my god, I can actually see the punches connecting. Cash is whipping fucking Mark with the chains. Jay gets his face busted open big time. This dude's bleeding rivers. Doomsday Device with the chains by FTR. That was really cool. Cash Wheeler for gory stretch for all the chains around Mark's neck. That was really cool. Then he hangs Mark Briscoe. Oh my god, I love when they do that. It's awesome. We get a chain frog bone elbow by Mark Briscoe for a near fall. Both of FTR are now busted open. Dax is taking... This spot was stupid, but whatever. Dax is trying to wrap the chains around his head and hit a fucking headbutt. He takes about like 10 years. Like, dude, if you can't do it, just jump. Like, oh my god. Like, he's just trying to wrap the chains, they fall off. He tries to wrap the chains, they fall off. He tries to wrap the chains, they fall off. He finally managed to kind of do it. Even the ref got busted open in this match. That was a cool thing. Mark gets thrown off the top, the turnbuckle onto the floor, dragged by the chains. Jay Driller, nasty one, but Dax kicks out. Big chair shots to Dax. Low blow to Dax into a pile driver on the chair. But end up Jay kicking out. Cash tells Dax to fucking murder him. I quote this. It was awesome. Jay with a superplex onto a pile of chairs to Dax. Dax taps out to fucking Jay's crossface submission. Finally, the right team wins. FTR is a great fucking tag team, but they ain't no fucking Briscoe brothers, bro. So glad they won back the Ring of Honor Championship. I hate how they were getting swamped by FTR. Like, the Briscoes are untouchable in tag team wrestling, bro. These guys are awesome. Fucking the Ass Boys end up attacking FTR. We're still going on this feud in no match. Sadly, this match got overshadowed, and it was one of the matches I was looking forward to. We got Juice Robinson versus Samoa Joe for the Ring of Honor World title. Both guys fighting it out with the short jabs. I forgot this match. They both do the short jabs. A jumping senton by Juice, but Joe catches him with a choke. Joe exposes the concrete, ends up giving him a scoop slam. Joe with a big elbow dive there, you know, a little suicide dive elbow shot. Joe with the atomic drop, big boot senton combo, original. Big cannonball by Juice. Joe with the power bomb, into the STF, into the crossface combo. Joe slaps him a couple times, a muscle buster, and we are done here. Sadly, Juice got pretty much bodied. Shame. Then we get the main event of Chris Jericho versus Cesaro for the Ring of Honor World title. Cesaro's not playing games. He is tossing Jericho all around, and Cesaro is the only person who has Jericho number. He's beat Jericho like 3 times. Bryan Danielson elbows to start off. Neutralizer early, but Jericho kicks out. Top rope Gunch wrench suplex by Cesaro gets a near fall. Top rope Frankensteiner by Jericho gets a near fall. Jericho with a superplex off the apron. He keeps doing that. That shit looks tough. Both guys hit the fighting spirit after a couple Yakuza kicks back and forth. A swing into the walls of Jericho. Baseball bat to Cesaro's head, but he ends up kicking out. Cesaro finally gets the swing. He swings Jericho 34 times, and they did something a little weird, and he taps out to the swing. Okay, here's the controversy on this finish. I am not a fan of the finish. I know everyone thinks it's really fucking cool. Oh my god, he tapped out to the swing. If you're going to tap out to the swing, dude, do at least 50. 34? Like, at least do 50 or go for the 100. You know what I mean? Also, I understand the story is, this is where I let it slide a little bit. I understand the story is that Jericho hates the swing. Anytime Jericho's in the swing, you know it's a bad thing. But they should have done better to explain that. To me, you should have been like, hey, Jericho is fucking scared of the swing. He hates the swing. You should have brought it up all night. Because then him tapping out wouldn't have been like, okay. You know what I mean? But overall, I thought it was a fun show. Like I said, the Ring of Honor pay-per-views are always like, they're not, fantastic 10 out of 10 shows, but they're always like a fun take in wrestling because they're not crazy fucking long like the AEW pay-per-views. So, it's good stuff. Good stuff.